Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Today we have a top 25 matchup on hand with two of college football's premier teams preparing to slug it out. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And he's going to run it back. I know he thinks he can house every... Sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. A first down for the offense. He's looking to throw it. The short hands, it's Haynes.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Set up for second and short after that completion. He leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Alabama quickly back to the line. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, fourth down in their own end, and they're going for it. They'll try it on the ground. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on fourth down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared, and he believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
Looking to go up top on first down. Trying to get to him. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. Miller with the ball. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Throwing right. Got his man. to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. This time they'll go to the running game. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Back to throw, it's Milroe. Still looking, on the move. Unleashes one. Complete to the left. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Alabama pushing the tempo. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Lets it fly. Fires the pass, intercepted. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. The 20. Past the 10. Touchdown, Notre Dame! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
Dude, you're just thinking hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. Coming out with it, it's Henderson. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short.
Here we go. Check, check. Blue 27, patio. Blue 27.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air, it's Milroe. They're trying to get to him. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
This offense has a 2nd down play. The running back has it. Fighting off the defender. At the 45 on his way. Oh, look out on the right. Touchdown, Alabama! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper came on that 62-yard run to the house. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made. Offense set on first down. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Looking to throw, it's Leonard. He finds his man. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Trying to find his man on first down. And they got him for the sack. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
Looking to buy time. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. He's looking downfield to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. That's one of those throws. He tried to give it some touch, and as soon as it left his hand, you know he was thinking, no, please bring it back. Bring it back.
As a quarterback, Reese, you got to throw the ball with conviction. Generally, when you throw it harder, oftentimes you're a lot more accurate. All of a sudden now, you try to take something off. You're trying to throw the perfect spiral and cut the wind, and your accuracy goes down, and that was an example there. Errant throw on the interception.
Wants to throw on first down. Looking left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. They're already in field goal range, but Jesse, they want to be aggressive, but they can't take a negative play.
Well, the play caller's got to look up and down his sheet here to find a shot to the end zone, David. Be aggressive and see if you can get a touchdown late.
While knowing that I've got 3 in my back pocket. Don't force the ball into a bad situation, but we're definitely trying to get a touchdown here.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He'll pull it down and run. On the run, fires downfield. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
Have you ever met a wide receiver that isn't always open? They always want the football. They got so much confidence. QB rolling outside the pocket, trying to make a play. Receivers had an opportunity maybe to make a play, but you know what? I'm open, throw me the ball, throw my hand in the air. You know what, that pick, it goes on the quarterback stats, not the receivers.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The DBs will back off a bit. Looking downfield, it's Milroe. He's going up top. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Dialing up a second down pass play. Using his feet to buy time. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Evans. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
From the gun, running back on the move. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Looking to scramble. He fires it out to the right. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. But see what he can get done from inside his own 15. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Here comes that Alabama offense. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Buys a little extra time. Fires to the wideout. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
And as an offense, you've got such a special talent playing QB. You've got to do a better job protecting him. If you can let this guy set his feet, he can light this defense up.
They'll run it to the right side. Runs through a tackle. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Alabama quickly back to the line. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2.
42, strong. Patriot.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking for a huge play. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the 1st down. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. First down to start the drive after the break. He's gonna pass. That's caught. It's locked. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
All right, you know what the offense is trying to accomplish. They're trying to run that clock, so we got to find a way to get the stop here, not let them eke out more of the clock as we're going along so we can get the ball back.
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the 2nd half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Henderson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, and you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.